looks like we're talking about the Tree of Blight. Now this thing is an enigma for the most part because its appearances are few and far between, for reasons I'll be explaining soon enough. So as always, let's start with the creature's appearance. Luckily for us, it's very simple and easy to notice. The tree is completely black, with its bark and branches being oddly maneuverable. The only other important feature is that the tree always possesses a face, with it constantly emitting a green light. Now in terms of behavior, this thing is odd. Now the reason why info on it is so hard to come by is that it only shows up every 100 years, and when it does so, it goes back to being dormant after releasing its spores all throughout the land of Ooo. So let's talk about that. Now as you would imagine, the spores of the Tree of Blight also produce more trees by infecting anything it comes into contact with. It should also be noted that burning the tree does not nullify the effect that its spores produce. Now aside from reproduction of the original tree, it is unknown the exact cause that its spores produce, but considering the creature's name, we can take a good guess as to why people don't want its spores or the tree anywhere near them. As for killing or dealing with the creature, this is difficult. As I said, and what is implied under most circumstances, the original tree goes dormant after releasing its spores, and the spores result in the creation of additional trees. So simply destroying the original on the night that it's supposed to happen isn't enough. In order to deal with this thing, you have to track it down before it begins to be active again, and take measures to ensure none of its spores touch anything, and then destroy the tree all the way down to its roots. Obviously that's easier said than done, considering that this thing has been around for hundreds of years. This implies a couple of things. The first is that it most likely doesn't stay in one place, with its spores moving the original location. Otherwise, tracking it down while it was inactive would be far easier, and it would have been destroyed ages ago. So my advice is simple. Once you find the active tree, if you just so happen to live during the era that it reawakened, a magic barrier to stop any spores from leaving will at least stop it from moving from that location. Just make sure that none of the spores touch you, otherwise you'll be infected and eventually transform into a tree yourself. Once that's done, scorch the earth where any and all of the spores could have landed. This thing is tenacious, so do not cut corners here. Lastly, a bit of an interesting fact, it seems that lycanthropes such as hugwolves are immune to the spores that the tree produces. However, if ever cured, they will quickly transform into a tree. Anyway, that's all I got for this entry into the Bestiary. Thanks to my patrons on Patreon, you guys are awesome, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye!